to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with my September favorites, showing you everything that I loved throughout the month of September. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got a really good first one. The first thing I love this month is my new cat, Lucy. You might have seen my little mini vlog, but I got Lucy at the end of August, around the same time that I got Rue and Emily. Actually, August is really my new cat month. I love her so much. She's a 3-year-old Devon Rex. I got her from Kijiji. Her and Emily are getting along. Well, they're coexisting. She kind of wants to play. Emily's like, absolutely not. But it's okay. She's tiny. She's only 5 pounds. Emily's 8 and she makes Emily look big. But she's got kind of curly hair, a little bit of hairlessness. Devon Rex was definitely on my dream cat list, and I really feel bad going to like a breeder, so I'm always trying to find cats that need rehoming or whatever it may be. Ooh, it's hot. Okay, you're free to go. Love you. Also, sorry if it's a little gloomy today. It's actually gloomy and I don't have a bedroom light yet. I really need to do that before the winter comes. I was using a ring light in here. It looked like, you know, if you could see into my apartment, it looks like a porn star lived here. But anyways, let's talk about what I loved this month. Let's get started with some makeup. I really love these Fenty, what are they, like gloss bomb stick whatever's. But this shade specifically really surprised me. I'm normally like a nudie girl or a peachy girl or a rusty girl. Not often do I go for like, what do you call this, like a pretty true pink, mauvey pink. This one is in the shade Hibiscus and I just love it. I wear it on its own. I mix it with other things. Feels really smooth. It's super comfortable, really smooth on the lips, looks really juicy when you add a gloss on top of it. It just looks like so good. But this shade specifically I love. It's just like such a cute pink shade. Oh man, battery's dying. I knew that was gonna happen. Like, why not just change it out first? Come on. I did a little Sephora haul months ago. Finally opened the package. I'll link to the haul down below. I posted on Instagram, TikTok, etc. It's too late to return anything. Not everything was great, but something that I did buy and I'm really loving is this Huda Beauty. This is the blush filter in Watermelon Pop. I bought like 3 blushes that all look what I thought to be almost exactly the same, but luckily when I took it out, this is really pretty. It's like rusty, but it's bright. It's got coral, it's got rust tones. It's really nice, easy to work with, super buildable. I love like the little packaging as well. It's just like everything's quite clunky and huge right now, so this is very transportable. I think you could use it on your lips too. I haven't tried that, but very pretty shade. One of my favorite things about my job is that I get to try different products that I wouldn't necessarily purchase on my own, that I'm not drawn to, but then they end up being a favorite. There are certain things that like really have surprised me over the years. Whether I doubted it or whatever it may be. Anyways, this is the Rimmel Multitasker Wake Me Up Concealer and Foundation. I don't know that I would have necessarily tried this. I mean, I'm a big Rimmel girly. I love complexion stuff, so like I might have, but I actually really love this. And to me, it almost feels high-end in the way that it performs. It says it's medium coverage. I would say, at least on my under eyes, how I use it, I would say light to medium. Very curious to try this all over my face. I will say, and probably user error perhaps, but it is very messy. But this shade Rose Honey, it just works really well under my eyes. It almost acts as like a corrector and a concealer at the same time because it's got a little bit of that peachiness in it, but it's just such a good shade for me. I just put a little tiny bit. I'm not even wearing much concealer lately, so I like to let my freckles show through. This gives me the perfect balance. So really love this. It's just feels unique to the drugstore. The shade range looks pretty good, not incredible in my opinion, but this shade works for me, so I appreciate that. But I'm curious to see if I can get a shade for my face. I've been wearing cream, liquid, whatever kind of not powder blushes nonstop for a while, and pretty much anytime I'm using them, I'm always using this brush or another one from the brand. It's from Reefer. They're a Canadian brand. This is the 04 sort of angled brush. I love this. It's just so perfect for blending out cream blushes. I use a lot of creams. They're very bold colors. Half the time they're like super bright orange. And this just, if you watch any of my videos, it's almost always this brush. It's really just so easy to work with, like blends as you go. And I love supporting a Canadian brand, especially nowadays. I've definitely talked about this before. I think I finished at least 1, if not 2 of these. This is a fresh one, but I want to talk about it again. Oh, You can hear Lucy's playing with her little spring. She's just a baby. But this is the L'Oreal Brow Lamination. This shit is so good. It is probably, no, it is the best drugstore brow gel I have ever used. Comparable to Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. That was the one that I was using nonstop for the past couple of years, if you've been around. This has been my guy ever since I moved into this apartment, pretty much, which has been about a year now, so still nothing on the walls. But yeah, I love this. If you have like a thicker brow, if you tend to like the same brow gels that I do, this is really, really nice. Keeps my brows in place for a very long time. I don't know about 24 hours, but I think it could do it. I think if you wanted to, I think it could. I don't have issues with it like flaking or looking too shiny either. It's just perfect. You might notice my nails are looking a little short today. I'm back to shellac. The past couple of months I've been doing gel-X, which I love, but it's so timely. It is so timely. Like, to get it off and on and nail art, like, it's been 84 years. Like, I can't do it all the time. So I'm back to shellac. My nails are a little bit shorter now because I had a lot of damage, but in between, I almost never go bare nail. In between shellac or gel-X or whatever, a lot of the time my nails are really, really thin if they're like not in a great place. So in between manicures this time, I tested out the Essie To The Rescue. So impressed with this. I think I've had the best results with this than almost every other nail hardener I've tried. What's really unique about this is they say it's like supposed to be a little bit more plumping, look like gel, be hard on the nails. I used it a little differently than how it recommends. I kept applying it day after day, and then I'd apply it. I think I did like 2 coats on the first day. The next day I did another coat. The third day I might have done another coat, and then maybe taken it off and started again. But my nails felt really strong. Normally, if my nails are longer and thin and I'm waiting in between manicures, they're cracking. They're done for. I had almost no cracking. I had just a little bit of splitting. But considering where my nails were and how bad they normally get, this was an incredibly good nail hardener. I'll definitely keep using this in between manis. I was so impressed. And I like that it has kind of like a milky pink color. Like, it looked good on my nails in general. It looked not dissimilar to this. So yeah, very, very impressive. Then I picked up this new spray from One Size. It is the Powder Melt Glass Setting Spray. I really like this. I think the mist is beautiful. Really nice. It does a really beautiful job making your makeup look a little more dewy, a little more glassy. Listen, if you don't have amazing glass-like skin, it's not gonna make it super, like, you know what I mean? Like, look at me. Like, is this glass skin? I don't know. Is it more glossy than before I sprayed it? Absolutely. I've really been liking it as a part of my routine. I think it's like a good kind of like melding, like exactly what it says, like powder melt. Like, it just melds everything together. It makes your makeup look a little bit more natural. It's definitely not going to be mattifying though by any means. You might want to go the other one from One Size, but for what it says it does, I think pretty good. I'm liking it so far. I've got my phone out because we're talking fragrance. That means I need to look up the notes because I've got a new one that I love. I love these Gucci Flora fragrances. The light purple, I think, is my favorite one. But this is the newest one. It is the Flora Gorgeous Gardenia Eau de Parfum Intense with sandalwood and white florals. Hell yeah. I love sandalwood. I love a mix of floral with something else. So the notes of this are floral, warm florals, mandarin essence, you know I'm a mandarin girly, gardenia, and sandalwood essence. Elevated with sparkling notes of mandarin, sensual energy, blah, 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 blah. It's very pretty. Also, the difference, if you're familiar with, oh, meow, here, here, here. She's chatty. Here, here. Here. Do you like Gucci Flora? I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, if you know, normally the Gucci Flora bottles are opaque and you can't see through them. This one is not, and it's a beautiful kind of burgundy color, perfect going into fall. And it just smells so good. Speaking of smelling good, let's talk about deodorant. Recently, I upped my dosage of antidepressants. If you're not familiar, it makes you more prone to dehydration, sweating, etc. It's a nightmare. As if you weren't depressed enough, and now you gotta walk around damp all the time. Yay! Anyways, one of my favorite things for this is the Secret Whole Body deodorant. Now, I still use a regular deodorant with like aluminum and whatever loaded up under my pits for the most part, but this I really like. It says it's 72 hours for pits, privates, and more. It's peach scented, free of aluminum, and I really love this. When I get out of the shower, Just kind of do pits, under the tits, the privates, the feet, whatever gets a little stanky. And it just makes me feel a little bit extra protected. It's good as a refresh as well. Feels really light on the skin. I can't notice it on my clothing or anything. So if you're a sweaty girl, something to consider. But also when it comes to sweating and stinking, hypochlorous acid is also helpful. So I have really fallen in love with hypochlorous acid over the past, I'd say, year since I've learned how to use it. Previously, I was using it as like a skincare prep, which I don't think is the best way to do it because it can interact with a lot of other ingredients, especially vitamin C, I'm pretty sure. And you need to like let it dry down and it's a whole thing and whatever. So when the first time I started using it, I was like, okay, this isn't really as effective as I wanted it to be. Now I do not get cystic acne the same way that I used to. I got a little something going on here, a little one here, but like, you know, you've been around, shit gets bad, right? So I've been using the Mario Badescu Repairing Facial Spray with hypochlorous acid. My only complaint is the mister on this is a little off. I've got a mini one, it's perfectly fine. I think it's just this one specifically, but sometimes I'll spray this on my pits too. But yeah, I mostly use this on my face. I really like it. I'll use it in the middle of the night, the middle of the day. After I wash my face, I might just spray this on and not really do anything else. But yeah, it's been very effective. Great after a workout. If I come in from a walk and my face is sweaty, whatever it is, I'm reaching for this. But what I think is so cool is you see a million different types of hypochlorous acid sprays, but you almost never see the ingredient in anything else. And I actually just finished this serum. I'm so sad that I finished it up because you can't tell when it's about to be empty. And I got to the end and I was like, oh, there actually is. There's a tiny bit. Huh, okay. I lied. But this is from the brand Blue Marielle, and it's actually a Canadian brand. I met the founder a couple of months ago when it launched in Canada, and this is their clarifying serum with hypochlorous acid, gluconolactone, and allotonin, non-irritant, hypoallergenic, non-comedogenic, and this is so nice. I'm pretty sure there is aloe in here as well, and it just comes out like a nice translucent gel. I used this mostly in the day, sometimes at night as well, and it was just such a great addition to my routine because I felt like I was using something to fight my acne that wasn't like basically an AHA, a BHA, you know, any of those sort of more intense acids. This felt like a little bit more gentle on my skin. I would pair this with my vitamin C, and I really liked it. Nice glass packaging as well. Sad to see it go. Totally recommend it. It's a little, I think they were supposed to be in Shoppers, but they're not. So I don't know. I know you can get it on their website though. Then I went to an event my friend Justin held about 2-3 weeks ago. It's all about K-beauty. And you see those masks everywhere where it's like, goes translucent on your face, etc., etc. Finally tried one and I really liked it. My skin looked so freaking good after I used this. This is the Vitamin C Brightening Hydrogel Mask. It says, becomes transparent in 30 minutes to 2 hours. I wore this for about 2 hours before I started filming today. You could wear them overnight as well. I've never tried that. You let me know. But yeah, my skin just looked and felt super dewy, really hydrated. It felt amazing. I have so many sheet masks and stuff. Like I get sent so many. And I'm like, I'm going to save it for a special occasion. And I never do. And even when I have a special occasion, then I don't use it. So I'm really trying to just like up my skincare game, use these sheet masks more often, really focus on hydrating my skin. I can't speak to like the dark spot care because I've only used it twice, but I really do love the actual kind of effect that it gives my skin. It just feels like a really true treatment. My skin comes out looking and feeling really good. Then finally, something else that I finished that I love and I'm so excited about, I think the packaging has changed. This is the Curlsmith Weightless Air Dry Cream. I think they sent this to me, but then I went out and bought it with my own money in a mini size for travel and in a big daddy size for at home because I love this so much. I'll often use, well, I was gonna say I often use this on my lazy days, but then I'm realizing most days have been lazy lately. That's why this is empty and I've repurchased it and I've been using it a lot. But this says it's an airy leave-in conditioner with wild maruru, babasu oil, hyaluronic acid, silk castor oil, grated ginger, cruelty-free, made without sulfates, vegan, etc., etc. And what's amazing is Curlsmith is now available at Sephora Canada, which is so exciting. Previous to that, you could get it from their website, and Chatters is where I picked it up, which is a little bit harder to find, especially in downtown Toronto. And basically, I just use this like a leave-in and styler in one. It's just very easy to use. It kind of does it all for me. So when I'm in the shower with my hair still wet, I'll section it for the most part, still put this in, kind of rake it through in wet hair. Sometimes I'll still put my hair up in like a t-shirt towel or a microfiber towel or something. I'm so so distracted. Hi, my baby. Oh, so nice to have a cat back in my videos. Remember the days of Rue in the background of my videos. Rue would hate her. Anyways, yeah, it just is very, very easy to use if you're looking for like a one-stop shop for curls, something that's going to add a little hydration, a little hold, a little shine, and just make it easy. And I can still get a few days wear out of it if I do it right. Because there's times where I'm like, I want to wash my hair, but I don't want to go through the whole thing. This allows me to do that. So, right, Goose? Right, Goose Kit? My little goose. And she makes such silly noises. She actually honks. Her name was Bella, but I changed it to Lucy after a dog that was in my family when I was a teenager. It's not free to live here. You'll find out. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!